This week, I decided to learn the flow art poi spinning, and I had no idea how incredible it would feel. I learned 5 moves, then combined them into an awesome combo. There's something about redirecting the momentum of glowing balls that is a truly magical experience. It's like swing dancing, but for the lonely. The first trick I tried is called real turns. It's simple, but it still feels real cool to do. It's done by spinning the poi together and then turning your body 180 degrees, all the while keeping the poi rotating in the same direction. The hardest part is the transition, where both poi are on the same side of your body for half a rotation. This move was no problem.
That was actually pretty easy.
The next move is called the butterfly, and it looks like it should be easy, but every time I tried it, the cords would twist up. This trick is done by swinging the poi in opposite directions and magically having them not collide. And the magic wasn't working for me until I figured out the trick.
I figured out why it kept getting twisted.
The plane each ball is on shouldn't actually be perfectly parallel. Instead, they cross each other, so that if a ball is closer to me at the top, it needs to be further from me at the bottom. It's a blast once you get the hang of it. The next trick is called the windmill and is much harder than the previous 2. I tried practicing by just using one poi at a time, but when I tried to put both parts together, it overloaded my brain. Something about the poi not swinging together, being so high and going behind my head all at the same time made it extremely confusing. At one point, I accidentally started doing another move called the weave, which is coincidentally one of the tricks I had planned on learning. The poi follow each other in the same direction, and each one does 1 rotation on its own side and 2 on the opposite side. It feels like you're turning a steering wheel a full 360 degrees back and forth. This move probably has the best fun per amount of time to learn ratio. It's really a good one. And I didn't give up on windmills since I knew
Poi practice precedes poi perfection.
And eventually I had a breakthrough. My problem was I kept leading with the wrong arm.
Since I'm going this way, I have to go right hand first.
When I figured that out, everything clicked and I was finally able to do the windmill. The last move is called a stall, and the goal is to make the ball fully stop and then change directions. This move is key for transitioning between certain moves, for example, from real turns to the butterfly. It's hard to make the ball go completely motionless.
That was pretty good.
But I think the trick is to move your hand out in the direction you want it to stall. And things get really confusing when I try to stall one poi and still keep swinging the other poi. To get past this, I practiced jumping out of real turns with a stall until it felt natural. And when I put everything together, here's what I got. Poi is called a flow art because it puts you into a state of mind where you're fully immersed, focused, and energized. It's the flow state, and it feels awesome. Subscribe, and I'll be learning something new very soon.
It's a joy to be a poi boy.